Can you still grow on Twitch? That's actually a question that I get a lot, and it's a very, very difficult one to answer with one sentence. The truth is, the answer is gonna vary depending on who you're talking to. I know from experience that when most people tell you, hey, is it possible to grow on this platform? What they're actually asking you is if it's easy to grow on said platform. And honestly, I cannot remember a time where it was easy to grow on Twitch, ever. Sorry about my voice, I'm a little sick. So I wanted to make this video where we can sit down and talk about it for a little bit. The past few years have been kind of wild when it comes to Twitch. One of the most lucrative trends for YouTubers, for example, was to dogpile on the platform and basically say anything negative at any cost. No disrespect to the creators, because they were doing what the public wanted them to do. The community loves it. We love being able to blame the very platform for our shortcomings, basically. And I'm definitely not talking about things that Twitch definitely deserve the criticism on. Things like ensuring the safety of their users. This is not what I'm talking about. Now, if you don't know what trend I'm talking about at all, that's completely fine. That's good. Hopefully you're still optimistic about starting your career as a live streamer. So let's hear a quick message from our sponsor, then we can dive into it. If you go to own.gg/getlevel, this is my special link. You're gonna see that Owned is basically the one-stop shop for everything you need as a live streamer, but even as a content creator. You want like banners, profile pictures, and all that, custom overlays. The big thing with Owned right now is that they have the official Call of Duty gear, as they call it, basically. All of those overlays are official Call of Duty overlays that you can download from Owned. And another great thing that they just came out with is creating emotes. So you can create your own emotes, right? And it's not like you're gonna create emotes one by one. You're gonna create one emote from like a character that vaguely resembles you, and then Own will generate the rest. But now they have animated emote maker. So the emotes that you create, you can animate them. If you already have emotes, you can also animate them by clicking make your own animation. You can log in with your Twitch channel. Basically, it's gonna find all the emotes that you have already on your channel. It's gonna show you some animations that you can have that are applicable to everything else, basically. For example, here you're gonna see that I have this this emote. This is what it looks like, and when you hover, it's gonna show you the animation right there. So depending on what you want, you can just pick and choose, and there it is. Another cool thing with Owned is that they're always running promotions. Right now, there's a 50% sale on all products if you type the code streaming. So check it out over at own.gg/getlevel. That is own3d.gg/getlevel. I will admit that in the past, I've been giving you a lot of advice on how to make content on other platforms with the goal of bringing traffic back to your Twitch channel. To me personally, my goal wasn't to teach you how to drive traffic to your Twitch channel. My goal was really to teach you how to learn marketable skills and become, proper content creators that are valuable in the eyes of everyone, your viewers, but also companies. When all you do is stream on Twitch and you have no experience editing videos or speaking into a camera without an audience, you will be less valuable in the eyes of a company. That's just how it is. It's not discrimination or whatever, but hey, if I can hire a clown that can juggle, sing, dance, and also tell jokes at my kid's birthday party versus the clown that shows up with no makeup and can only do balloon animals, I'm gonna hire the talented clown. So my message with my videos is mostly to express that and to help you figure that out, right? But here's the thing. The advice that I would give someone 3 years or 4 years ago on how to grow on Twitch, I don't think would be the same advice as today. And I want to kind of focus my head in this video and not focus on you have to be a good graphic designer, you have to be a decent video editor, you have to be able to speak in public and all that. I really want to focus in telling you exactly what I think will help you grow your Twitch channel. Now, if you think I'm gonna give you some magic grandma recipe that's gonna magically blow up your channel, you're watching the wrong video. Because no matter what it is, it's gonna involve hard work. And if you only do it for a hobby, then that's good. Stop complaining about not getting recognized or other people are getting recognized and not you, and you put a lot of it. It's a hobby, right? Stop complaining. It's a hobby. Just have fun. Anyways, I have a whole playlist on how to grow on Twitch, and in the past I've mentioned things like doing viewer games and all that, basically little strategies to create more regulars into your stream. Make sure that you have a number of people that will come by every single day and get used to the stream. I feel like I need to take into account today all the other platforms. Now calm down. I'm not telling you, hey, you need to be this and you need to be that. Those platforms are a great asset for you. And I'm not telling you to create original content on them. You can format your streams in order for your streams to become factories of content for those other platforms, right? Any streamer that got big in the past 2-3 years that you know of, but you never actually watched because Twitch never recommended them to you, you know of them because you saw clips of them, most likely on Twitter or on Instagram or on TikTok. Sometimes uploaded by other people, sometimes it's a journalist, sometimes it's a whole newspaper or whatever. Now, it's a little unfortunate that sometimes it's the bad clips that go viral that everyone sees and then get to know a streamer like that. But there are some good things. There are some amazing milestones, some record-breaking, numbers of subscribers on Twitch and things like that. There's beating Dark Souls with a dance mat. So the truth is, for the past 3 years, people have been pretty creative. The people who actually rose up out of nowhere and boom, all of a sudden everyone knows about this new person. It's usually because a snippet of their stream is shown, and that snippet is kind of like the most important thing I would say for your stream. Your stream can be the chillest stream ever. Your stream can be whatever you want it to be. Like, there's no real rules to live streaming, but you should have clips that perfectly encapsulate what your whole stream is about. Now, the big problem is that those clips that we see from those people are the clips that are gonna go viral. Those are the 1 in a million clips, unfortunately. So it's hard to just emulate that, right? It's hard to find out what are the steps until we get to that one clip that's gonna make me blow up. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. It's really hard for me because it would be like some sort of coaching. I would have to be following you for years and really being with you along the way, which is not something that I want to do. But one thing that is for sure is that you get there by taking risks, by trying out new things. My biggest problem when it comes to the live streamer community is that everyone just jumps in, falls into a cycle, and just never crawls out, like ever. And it's weird to me because we're supposed to be content creators, emphasis on creators. We're supposed to be excited about new things and new ways to do this and that. I know that streamers, they will spend a lot of money in their gear. Cool, you bought a new mouse, you bought a new keyboard, they're expensive. That's great. You're more comfortable, you feel more at ease when you're creating content, but your content did not change because you spent money. Spending money is not necessarily always an upgrade to your content. It's an upgrade to your lifestyle, to your workflow maybe, but it's not necessarily a direct upgrade to your content. One of the biggest things about being a content creator or a live streamer is to figure things out, really. If you really feel like you're struggling and you're not getting views or you're not growing, I'm not gonna say you're doing something wrong, because most of the time you're not doing anything wrong. There are some things that you could be doing that you're not doing, right? Let me elaborate on the whole social media platform thing. Twitter, for example, is a place where, honestly, a lot of us get the news when it comes to, content creators and such, right? And every time we hear about someone, a new streamer, not really new, but this is the first time we're hearing about them and they're not a popular, mainstream streamer, and they hit a milestone where I was like, wow, okay, that's weird. But then there's gonna be a clip and we're gonna understand, we're gonna understand. There's gonna be some Spanish dude who broke some record and we're like, who is this person? But, over there in Spain, in all Spanish speaking countries, and there's a lot, everyone knows that person, and they're doing amazing stuff. And every time you see those clips, it's always super hyped. There's always sometimes there's a bunch of people in there, people are dancing, there's some music playing. It's always alive, you know what I mean? Or if it's a gaming achievement, like that person that beat Dark Souls with a dance mat, it's super intense, they're doing this super special thing. Someone beat Dark Souls, I think, with one hand. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that you don't hear about those. We all heard about those things. We all know about those things. And those people got a following out of it. They got, a little bit of recognition out of it, which is amazing, which they absolutely deserve. But we learned about it on other platforms. We didn't learn about it on Twitch. You weren't scrolling down on Twitch and you were like, oh, Kai Cenat has, 100,000 subscribers now. You didn't learn about it on Twitch. You learned about it on Twitter. Maybe you learned about it on YouTube. Maybe you heard Philip DeFranco say it, but that's still telling you how your content needs to be able to be shared. So you thinking about that while you're live streaming will help your live stream. Just again, I'm gonna reuse my words. This is not scripted, so I'm gonna be repeating myself anyways. Your live stream needs to be a factory of content, right? So you need to plan your live stream like that. Don't overplan it. It's not that serious. Have fun. Be as energetic as you can, as you want to be, and do your thing. But keep in mind that you going live is not just you chilling with your, it is that, but it's not just you chilling with your mods and your regulars and your new viewers and all that. It is also, hey, I'm putting on a show here so that when I can clip this show, I can have a bunch of content that can go easily, like on TikTok without heavy editing, on Instagram Reels, on YouTube Shorts, and on every platform that's trying to emulate TikTok really. So to keep this semi-incoherent rant kind of short, can you still grow on Twitch? I would say 100% yes. How would you do it? Try to be active. Not active as in active as posting content, but try to learn about those other platforms that have a bunch of people that are active on them, right? Download TikTok if you haven't yet. And I know, oh my God, TikTok is cringe. That's fine. You know, you do you. At the end of the day, my channel is doing fine. But seriously, if it's something that you're really interested in and you want to be in this domain, it's good to have a good grasp on what the heck is going on. If I was telling you, hey, I want to start like a gaming news business, and then you were like, oh, what are you're gonna cover the new games that come out on Steam? And then I went, what is Steam? You would be like, hey, that's weird. Maybe you should download Steam. Maybe you should learn about this place a little bit, right? So as a content creator, you can't just take inspiration from the exact thing that you're doing. You gotta see what everyone else is doing. Sometimes this is to me personally, that's what I do. The key to inspiration is to not have your head down in the, what do we call it? Down in the steering wheel. Not having tunnel vision is to be able to grab inspiration from everywhere. And in order to do that, you have to be everywhere. You have to see, you have to understand what people are doing, the different strategies. There are so many strategies for so many different types of content that it's fast. Like, that's why I'm passionate about this stuff. I love watching people come up with a plan, and I'm not gonna lie, it's basically like trick the viewer's brain into giving them attention. For example, I learned today, I don't know if I should put this in the video, but I learned today that those weird short form content that you probably saw all over the place, where people make weird food, like they'll do a smoothie in a toilet bowl or something. I learned today that this might be fetish content, for example. That's intriguing, that's fascinating. I'm not gonna lie. So in my previous video called 7 Things I Wish I Knew Before Starting My Career as a Content Creator, I skipped actually one of the points, which was about competitive research. And competitive research is basically, you pick a niche, you find 5 people who are on top of that niche, you list down 5 things that they're doing that seem to be working a lot. It's basically studying their craft and their audience in the market in general. You pick 5 things that doesn't seem to be working. So if it's YouTubers, for example, you would find their 5 least viewed videos. You know, you would go down the list and figure out, you know, what they were trying back then that didn't work. A lot of YouTubers tried vlogging, for example, didn't get a lot of views and then moved to something else, and then boom. If you go down to my channel, you're gonna see my Twitch clips. You're gonna see Twitch clips and then Twitch clips compilations, and that didn't work for me. That should give you a hint. I might actually make a separate video just to explain the whole thing about competitive research, but when it comes to what we're talking about today, growing as a live streamer, I would say that your competitive research would probably consist on figuring out all the clips of streamers, and I'm talking about the good ones, the wholesome ones, the inspiring ones that got streamers kind of popular in the past couple years. Basically analyze those clips. What happened? What am I seeing? What are they doing? What are the overlays look like? What's the appeal? And once you write down all the details, you might be able to come up with a formula, like the formula of this is a Twitch clip that would make a streamer go viral if they're lucky. Now, based on that formula that you created, you can write a bunch of ideas. Okay, in this clip, the streamer does this and does that. Here's the music. Oh, in this clip, maybe, I don't know, an alert goes off at the perfect timing, and then boom, that would probably go viral. Oh my God, I just got a follower and I got scared. I thought I was streaming instead of recording. Anyways, once you have that formula, you have an idea of what clips will people want to share or want to see. And then from there, you can think about how can you implement that into your stream? What should I be showing during my stream that can be clippable? And it can be small things. It can be like, okay, when this thing happened in my video game, this is how I should react. Or maybe I should exaggerate my reaction a little bit more. It might even help you see things that kind of hinder the results, right? You might have things on your stream that, you know, I've seen some people have alerts that go full screen and like cover everything. You don't want that. Like you don't want that. If you're very, very content based, you might realize, oh, maybe I need a green screen because my whole camera setup thing gets in the way. Or the opposite. Maybe you're like, hey, my camera setup is pretty cool. My background is pretty cool. Maybe I should do more full screen stuff. Maybe have, a cumbersome overlay system and all that when I can just put my camera full screen and then do my just chatting section. So yeah, basically the growth will come with putting on a show that is suitable enough to be made into tiny little pieces of content. And that content by itself can be highly shareable. This is not an easy task. And I know that I'm not giving you a step-by-step guide on how to do that, because that's part of your job as a content creator, is to figuring out exactly that. It all has to do with you, your personality, what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do, what you want to put forwards when it comes to yourself, what your audience is, your target audience. I don't know your audience. I don't know your niche. I don't know anything about, I don't know you. So in order for me to give that advice, it has to be kind of vague like that. It has to be general like that, but hopefully I communicate the idea with you. I find myself just saying what I really believe again. And it is something that I kind of want to do way less. I want to be honest with you. Okay, don't get me wrong. I want to be honest with you, but I also kind of want to tell you what you want to hear, right? I'm not just here to be harsh with my honesty. I want to give you some hope, but I want to do it the right way, all right? The truth is, if you are a creative person who enjoys the idea of getting ideas and putting them, making them a reality, then you'll be fine. You will be absolutely fine. If productivity is something that is inherent almost to you, you get that idea and then you will not sleep until you actually make it a real thing. You will be completely fine, believe me. Now, I'm not saying that you're perfect and that there's nothing that you can improve. There's always room for improvement. You should seek to improve all the time. You can be a better entertainer. There's always a better way to convey any message. I know that when I'm editing this video, I'm gonna watch this video, I'm gonna see that I sound sick, and I'm gonna be like, wow, I'm not speaking fast enough and all that. There's always a better way to transmit your message. I just want to communicate that if you're serious about this, about, being a live streamer and getting, paid for it, supported at least, a high percentage of your work will be to figure out what people want to watch, what people want to sit down and actually watch. At a certain point, certain things are not going to be up to you. Again, I'm talking to people who want to go full time here. People who kind of refuse to, become a YouTuber on the side, become a TikToker or an Instagrammer on the side. I'm talking to you. If you really want this to work, you can't count on luck. Luck cannot be part of the equation at all, of the strategy. You can't spend your time whining and complaining about other people and what they're doing. But most importantly, and I feel like this is kind of a harsh reality, but we need to say it. You cannot treat your Twitch channel like this precious little art project that you're doing on your own that no one's ever gonna see, that is only there to satisfy you. You can't do that if you want it to be something that makes money. Twitch is free-ish to get into. People can watch you for free-ish, but if you want those people to stay and then to invest in you, to support you, basically, you got to give something in return. So that means that what they want matters. It actually matters a lot. It could kind of be the only thing that matters. But and I really need to close this out, it is not their job to tell you what they want, because most of the time they don't know. We don't know. The human brain is really bad at determining what affects our choices. So you're not gonna find the perfect game to stream by doing a poll. I'm so sorry. You're gonna do a poll on Twitter. The people who love you the most are gonna say, hey, it doesn't matter, whatever you play, I'm gonna watch it. But they're lying. They don't think they're lying. They think they're being honest. They're being nice to you, they like you, but you're gonna play that one game and they're gonna realize that they really don't enjoy it. And then, the chat will be dead. Maybe you'll get some lurkers, or maybe they just won't show up, and then they won't show up ever when you play that game. And you'll realize, okay, my community does not like that game, but do I get a lot of new followers? Is this game potential for me to get new regulars and basically rebuild a community off of that game? Or am I just losing my old viewers and also not getting new ones? There's way too much to talk about when it comes to this subject, so I'm gonna keep it short. If you already stream and everything is going well, but you feel like you're not making a lot of money, I suggest you watch this video. It's a video that gives you a couple of tips on how to monetize your live stream so that you can make more money while live streaming. Doesn't matter if you're affiliate, non-affiliate, or a partner. So thank you for watching. Go out there, make me proud, guy level, sick guy level, out.